welcome to Bradford. Also joining me on this video will be this scar and black eye. I had an accident the other day, nothing to worry about, all totally fine. Tonight's match is Bradford City versus Stockport County in the English League 2. Both teams have got their eyes on promotion, so are expecting a really good game tonight. This is going to be my third League 2 game in a row. The last two games that I went to involved both of these clubs. I saw Crewe versus Stockport County and I saw Notts County versus Bradford City. Go and check those videos out if you haven't seen them before, and while you're there, maybe consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel. Usual plan then. Today we'll check out the city and tonight we'll go to the match. Let's go. We're starting off at Valley Parade, the home of Bradford City Football Club. The club was founded in 1903, but the stadium actually predates the club. It's been here since 1886. It's got a capacity of just over 25,000, which is huge for this level. That's the fourth tier of the English system. It's a really traditional English ground, and on a nice day like this, it looks absolutely glorious. Particularly impressive are the main stand and the Kop end. On that, if you're outside the UK, you might have noticed that here in England we do have a lot of stands that are called the Kop end. The most well-known one is probably at Anfield, but there's Kop ends or Kop stands up and down the country. They're named after the Battle of Spion Kop in the Second Boer War in 1900. Around that time there were a lot of stadiums and stands being built, and the battle took place on a steep hill, which is quite similar to the steep banks of a traditional football terrace. Football stadiums are obviously supposed to be a place for joy, but one of the saddest events in football history took place here at Valley Parade on the 11th of May 1985 when a fire broke out and 56 fans lost their lives. There's a nice memorial here in remembrance of those who were lost and for people to pay their respects. To think that people can just go to a football match and not come home is absolutely awful. Happier times came for the club in 1999 when they were promoted to the Premier League. Stuart McCall particularly enjoyed that promotion. They stayed up on the final day of that first season with a 1-0 win here against Liverpool, David Weatherall grabbing the famous goal. Relegation came the following season, but it was an exciting couple of years for Bradford City, and a few exciting names popped up like Benito Carboni. Oh, and Paul Scholes scored one of the greatest volleys you will ever see in your life here at Valley Parade during that period too. We'll be back here later for the match, but for now, let's head into town. I've come to Sunbridge Wells. It's set in this sort of underground tunnel system. There's a really cool bar that I was just in before, had a nice pint in there. Really cheap as well, it was like £3.70 for a pint, which is great at the moment. And they had sort of loads of quirky things in there, like an apothecary table and all sorts of weird stuff going on. And I've come out into the other tunnels and there's loads of bars, like cocktail bars, gym bars, and then a few places to eat. There's a pizza place. Later on when it's a bit busier, this place will be absolutely brilliant. It's pretty quiet right now, but really worth a look. It's a cool little spot, this. I am getting hungry though, and that pizza place has caught my eye, but we are in Bradford, so there's only one option. It's gotta be a curry house. We've come to My Lahore. I've put a lot of effort into this. I looked it up on TripAdvisor and it was the top rated one, and we came here. What have we ordered? We've got a chicken karai medium, chicken karai hot, and chicken nuggets and chips. So the last time I saw Stockport County play, they were in the middle of a 13-game winning streak. That came to an end and they had a pretty poor run of results, but they seem to be out of that now. Bradford, on the other hand, the last time I saw them, they were 4-0 down at half-time, rallied to finish 4-2. They've had a good run of results recently, 6 wins in a row, followed by a draw. So don't really know what to make of it tonight. Fortunately, I've got two well-informed Stockport County fans with me to help me out with some predictions.
County to win 2-0, 2-1.
And who's going to score?
Button and Madden.
And what about you, young man?
I think it's going to be a victory for Bradford City.
And on that positive note from this very optimistic Stockport County fan, let's go to the pub. just as impressive inside as it is outside. I'm in a massive main stand. To my left is the Cop. Bradford City fans over there waving flags, looking really impressive. To my right, Stockport County fans. They've got the whole of the Dallas stand. I think that's the Bradford end, and then they've got a section of the stand opposite me. I think there's almost 20,000 in here tonight. Again, this is the 4th tier of the English League. It is an incredible effort from both sets of fans. It is so wet and cold and horrible out tonight. I hope that there's a really good game to keep everyone warm. Lots of goals to jump up and down for. Time, Bradford City 0, Stockport County 0. Not a huge amount to report, if I'm honest. Stockport had a half chance early on, a bit of a goalmouth scramble. Bradford had a chance later on, the ball wouldn't quite sit down for the striker, put it over the top. It's very wet, the pitch seems to be getting worse and worse, especially the corners. It's a bit of a mud bath over there. Hopefully it's a good enough playing surface for these two teams to do something in the second half, and hopefully we get some goals. Time at Valley Parade, Bradford City 0, Stockport County 0, no goals. Disappointing end to a really good day. Also, a bit of a weird thing happened. For the first time ever, I got told to stop filming, which is a real shame. I try my best to show this city and this club in a good light, but unfortunately they're not really up for it, so that's a shame. Won't deter me though. I'll be back at another game and I'll see you on the next one.